Okay, guys, time to talk about our next lesson for diagramming sentences. So we've done subject and predicate, we've added possessives, we've added adjectives. Yesterday we added adverbs. So today we're going to add something new, and that's subject complements. So if you remember what a subject complement is, which some of you probably do and some of you probably don't, they were in the adjective chapter. So a subject complement, if you look on the book, page 192, a subject complement comes after a being verb. Remember, not all verbs are action verbs. A being verb are verbs like is, are, was, were, am. Those are all verbs that talk about how you are, not something that you were doing. A subject complement tells more about the subject of the sentence, and an adjective can be a subject complement. Okay, so some things that if you want to write them down in your journal, feel free. So, subject complements, two important things. They describe the subject of the sentence. That's the noun that comes at the beginning of the sentence. And they have to follow a being verb. And I wrote some examples right here. These are some of the being verbs. These are not all of the being verbs. So is, was, were, are, be, and am. I am happy. Happy is your subject complement. It comes after the being verb. She is sad. We are funny. Those are all sentences with a being verb and a subject complement. Okay? Now, the diagram is going to look different from what you were doing. The past few days, we've been adding sort of these diagonal lines underneath the subject or the predicate because it's been describing a noun or a verb. Today we're adding a part to the end of the sentence. All right? So I'm going to get so you can look a little bit closely. I'm going to explain it. You've got your horizontal line, which now your horizontal line is going to be a little bit longer. You're going to have your subject. You're going to draw the vertical line completely through the sentence like you've been doing for the predicate. But the predicate is going to be a being verb. So you're going to see these types of verbs today, not action verbs. You're going to see being verbs. So you've got your subject and your predicate. Now your horizontal line is longer. This is really important. This vertical line right here is going to be a diagonal, and it's going to lean towards the verb, away from the subject complement. It does not go all the way through like this one. You see how this one goes all the way through? This one only goes to the line, and it's slanted, it's diagonal. And that's where your subject complement goes. So you've got your subject, you've got your being verb, which is your predicate, and then you've got your subject complement, okay? So a blank line, when you're doing your activities, when you're doing your sentences today, they're going to look like this. Make your line longer. You're going to put one through to go between the subject and the being verb, and then you're going to put the diagonal one at the end, all right? Okay, so the example they gave us is giraffes are tall. Still three words, but the difference is nothing's going underneath the sentence. It's all going to be extended on the top line. So let's do subject, predicate, subject complement. So giraffes are tall. So our subject, what is our noun at the beginning of the sentence? Giraffes. Giraffes are animals, so they are subjects. Giraffes, okay? What's the predicate? What's the being verb? Giraffes are tall. Are is your being verb, okay? Now you've got your slanted part right there for your subject complement. What are giraffes? What word is describing the giraffes? Tall. So your subject complement is tall. So that's what your sentences are going to look like, okay? All right, let's do exercise 1. I'm going to erase my board. If you want to follow along, if you want to do this in your sentence, your notebook, you're totally welcome to. But I'm just going to do it. We always do exercise 1 together. So there's 3 sentences. I'm going to number it. All right, so I'm going to have a longer horizontal line. I'm going to have one that goes through right there. Okay? So I have sugar. This is number 1. Is. Okay. Next to the number 1, they've put the word sweet. What is sweet describing? Sweet describes sugar. So I'm going to have my horizontal line, and I'm going to put sweet. Okay? Exercise 2. I'm going to make a longer horizontal line. I'm going to do my vertical line right there. And they have given us caves. You want to make it as straight as you can. I know that's a little crooked, but caves. And there's your being verb, are. What are caves? I'm going to use my blue marker so you guys can see what the subject complement is. Caves are, they gave us the word dark. So I'm going to do my horizontal, my diagonal line, and I'm going to add my subject complement, dark. Okay? Notice, nothing is underneath. Okay? Could there be something underneath? There could. Not for these 3, though. Number 3.
Mommy.
Hi, guys. I have some visitors right now. Okay, number 3, monkeys are. So I'm going to do all the way through. Monkeys. Monkeys is the subject. Are is the being verb. What are monkeys? What's describing the monkeys? Monkeys are, they're funny. Are they? Diagonal line. Funny. Okay? There's exercise 1. Okay, exercise 2, 15 sentences. But as you read through these sentences, be careful. Some of these sentences have 4 words. Remember how yesterday they added some articles and they added some adjectives. Be paying attention. They could add a the or an a or maybe even an adverb. Where did those go? So, could there be something underneath the subject today? There could. So be careful when you're diagramming, okay? Make sure your subject complement is correct, but if you need to add something underneath the subject, do that. All right? Good luck, guys.